there are some people who say that the doctrine is demonic, that the doctrine itself is satanic.
That before time began, before eternity passed, from the foundation of the world, God chose those whom he would save. And you may say, well, why didn't God choose everyone? Well, here's the question. Why did God choose anyone?
Here we are on day 3 of the Honest Calvinist Conference, and the focus for today will be the doctrine of unconditional election. Some of you may know it as the U in the acrostic TULIP. I know it as my V, I, P, pass into heaven, which God has eternally held on to for me. Now, chances are that some, if not many, in this room were chosen by God in eternity past, but for reprobation.
They're vipers in diapers.
That was yesterday, Voddie. Can somebody please get Baucham a copy of the program?
As Calvinists, we often use words absent their intended meaning. I think our view of election causes us to use the term saved in this way. If God has eternally loved us, then we're not saved from his wrath, which he eternally has for the reprobate. If God never intended for us to face judgment, then we're not saved from it. Instead of saying we are saved, we should instead say we were never at risk of judgment.
Stephen brings up a great point. Not only do we not believe we are saved in any real sense, but as we affirm God is a temporal, meaning absent sequence, static and lacking any potential, outside of time, we also don't believe God literally predestined anyone or anything, as the term entails a before and after, which we deny God experiences. So too is our handling of the term foreknowledge. We don't really believe God has known anything before. Of course, we addressed our redefining of sovereignty previously as well.
God works all things after the counsel of his will, even keeping those kings who want to commit adultery from committing so. And when he wants to, he orders those to commit adultery when he wants to.
We covered sovereignty the very first day of the conference.
Where is Josh? Can we get Mr. Zachariades a copy of the program?
We are most definitely more loving than God, but this is only because we lack God's knowledge of who the elect are. We love them due to our ignorance. If we knew exactly who all God has eternally hated and fitted for reprobation, we would know not to love them or witness to them or try to convert them.
Unconditional election is neither God-centered nor biblically derived. Sure, the Bible speaks of election, but always absent are reformed definitions, presuppositions, and metaphysics. So in order to convert Christians to Calvinism, we focus on getting them to adopt our definitions and philosophy. Then they can't help but see it in Scripture. So why did God elect us? As God is timeless, lacking any potential, our election is likewise eternal. God was never truly free to elect anyone other than us. There was never a moment in the life of God where he made any decree or determination. The decree is itself indistinguishable from God. So, in a very real sense, he is no less fated than we are. We can say God is locked in a single timeless instant, eternally thinking about us, that not only knowledge of us, but our very existence is necessary. In this way, we see that for God to be God, we must exist. Thus, we elevate ourselves to being co-equal with God, part of his divine nature. But these are the entailments of our philosophy, and ones which we are quick to deny and appeal to mystery, as we know how bad this sounds. So if anyone brings this up outside of the Honest Calvinist Conference, we will claim they're just flattening it out, or try to confuse them by appealing to God's actions in time.
Papa John's. We will break for lunch soon, but the question before us is this. Is election biblical?
Not at all.
No, it's not compatible with Scripture.
Just because we claim it is on Sunday doesn't make it so.